Hey guys, Deborah with Pinching Pesos here, and it's time for They Paid What? Sales update. Uh, between, we're talking September the 4th through the 10th, I had a total sales number of $661 on eBay and Amazon combined, with a net profit of exactly 300 bucks after fees and costs of goods. So not bad, not bad. Sales have definitely picked up over the last couple of weeks, so I'm really excited about that. Um, like you can see, my 90-day total was 3,800 bucks, but my 31-day total was almost 2,200 bucks. So you can see it's really kind of picked up over the last month. But I'd still like to get that number double once I get myself to be more productive and stop wasting so much time every day. So anyway, let's just go ahead and get into what's sold. Um, these were, okay, so I was at Goodwill and I picked up a bag of gym stuff. It was basically parts to a machine, and the manual was in there that it was a total gym. So it had these dip bars and a Pilates pulley thing and one other piece in there that I have listed. So I paid $7.99 for the bag, and I ended up selling these dip bars for $34.95 free shipping. They went Smart Post for less than 10 bucks. And then if you remember that Breville juicer that I picked up that I talked about, that it was sitting like catty corner to another unit that was exactly the same model. Only that one was $24.99, and then the one that I picked up was $8.99. It was the same thing. But anyway, I ended up parting it out. This is the second piece of that machine that sold, which was basically the straining chopping basket. It went for $24.95 free shipping. It shipped out first class. I like parting out juicers. They're super easy to part out. I mean, you have the plunger, you've got the work bowl, you've got the pulp reciprocator thing, the juice thing. So you can basically get like 5 parts out of a juicer. And these little chopping baskets, straining baskets, whatever you want to call them, sell for really good money, and they sell really quickly. Even for old machines like the old Jack LaLanne's and um, stuff like that. I mean, the entire unit on these selling used was going for, some of them were like $30, $40. And I sold just this basket for $24.95. That's what I loves the parts. Loves the parts. I sold another one of these. I'm basically out. All I have left is this green. Um, I actually did get in contact. I've talked about it a couple times. I did get in contact with a Chinese supplier for them. Um, and so I might go ahead and go through with that and just pick up some more in more popular colors. I'm surprised that this green is actually even selling. I couldn't imagine putting this in my purse, but hey, whatever works. It's not like anybody can see it anyway. Um, and then I got this at the Goodwill computer store a while back, and it's the base for this remote. It looks like this. It's this remote. And I've had it, for quite a while now. I lowered the price. I think I had the starting price originally when I first listed it, like 79 bucks, 80, 90 bucks. I don't remember. It was like some astronomical amount of money. And then I just kind of slowly started lowering it over time. And looks like $29.95 was the sweet spot on that one, and it sold. So yay, it's gone. I originally paid, I believe it was $4.99 for this. The last of my Bumbles and Bumbles sold for $99.95. Yay! And this was actually one that I had to do a non-paying bidder on this one too, and then I relisted it and it sold the next day. And I paid $15 for these at a salon here in Austin. They had gotten discontinued, and so if you see any of these BB Coral Conscious Bumble and Bumbles, they sell really well. I was so surprised this sold. It came in that bag of plush that I bought that had all the Disney plush in there, and this is just a regular Kohl's Cares Dumbo. And I wasn't even gonna list it, but I was already taking pictures, and it's not that hard to list plush. And I went ahead and put it for $8.95 free shipping, and it like sold within a couple of days. I couldn't even believe it. I was like, what? Because there's so many of them. It's like the market is saturated with them. And the pricing isn't very high, but it totally paid for that bag that I bought. So got my money back with the Dumbos. These air hogs, I had paid $5.99 for them, I believe, and somehow or another they ended up with free shipping, which was a total mistake. Should not have been free shipping. And whenever I saw that it had free shipping, I was like, oh my goodness, I basically broke even on this item because the shipping on it, I mean, the box was big. And so the shipping on it, gosh, I'll have to look, ended up costing me, let's see, and they got it on sale too for $16.82. Shipping ended up costing me $11.13. So I broke even. I didn't even break even. I lost $2.60 selling that item. It was just a mistake. I don't know how free shipping got on that item and the price got down so low, but yeah, it happens to the best of us. Okay, so I had bought one of these. It looks like this, the vintage electrical pan. And then when I was cleaning it off, like the paint started coming off of the outside of the pan, and I just really didn't want to sell it like that. Plus it was also missing another insert that goes inside of it that I didn't realize it was supposed to have. So I decided to just go ahead and part it out and throw the rest of it away. So I took, this is my listing here for the lid handle, and then these were for the base handles. And I was really surprised that this sold so quickly, but the gentleman that bought it actually made a comment saying, I've been looking for these for a while, and he was very happy to get them, and I only paid, I think, $4.99 or $6.99 for the actual pan, and then I ended up selling the plug that sold first, and then the handle sold. So I made more money selling the pieces of the unit than I would have made if I would have just had all the parts and put it all together, you know, in one thing. So I picked up the Curl Secret at Walgreens. It was on clearance, and I'm not really sure why. I think they were just cutting down on the space that they were going to have for the hair accessories. They have these at my grocery store for 99 bucks. I didn't even know that they were like that expensive. I ended up paying $17 for it. And wait, no, this one was, yeah, it was 17. Because I also at the same time bought a Kiss automatic curler that works amazing. I kept one for myself. I love it. That one was only 12 bucks. But if you happen to see these, I doubt they're going to be on like regular clearance, but like I said, this store was they were doing some changes to their different sections of the store. So, sold for $69.95. I would pick up these little little miniature choppers if I see them. The Cuisinart ones sell very well. The work bowls are normally the first thing that sells out of those. I sold, was it the chopping blade? Or, one second here. This one was, yeah, the pusher. So I sold the pusher right there. went for $8.95, free shipping. And then this is part of the Bare Minerals that I had picked up at that garage sale that I got for free. I believe this went on best offer, if I'm not mistaken. Or it was on sale. Yeah, it was on sale. I was running a 10% off sale. So it went for $8.95. And actually that Cuisinart pusher went for $9.85 plus $4.35 in shipping. So it was actually more than I expected. I thought it had free shipping. So yeah, $9.85 plus $4.35 in shipping. That's a lot for a little tiny, it's like this big. It's really small. Little pusher for it. In the bag of plush, I had actually also got one of these IKEA Cyclops. They have a thing where children can draw a monster and then they'll pick out winners and then they'll make them. So I had one in my bag, so I paid, what, less than $1 for it. It went on best offer for 20 bucks. I got the offer pretty much right away, right after I listed it. So I didn't actually respond to the offer right away. I waited another day just to see if somebody else was going to just buy it at full price. And at the time that I listed it, I had the only one. And then now I see that there is another one. But that wasn't listed at the time that I listed mine. I had the only one available. Let's see what they got there. It's 28 bucks. And theirs has the tag. Mine didn't even have the tag on it. It had gotten cut off. I love selling plush. They're so easy. I am going to do a huge plush buy coming up here because Christmas is a great time for plush. But coming up here probably within the next couple of weeks, I would like to go to the store and buy all of the plush. I want to buy all the plush that they have. So it should be fun and kind of crazy, but I think it's going to be very profitable. I paid $1.99 for this cassette, like special edition cassette set. It was sealed and I had it a while. It wasn't like there wasn't any other ones listed. It wasn't really on Amazon, and so I wasn't really sure how it was gonna do, but it did sell. I believe it went, yeah, it went on sale for $16.82. This little Hallmark Until We Hug Again, it's like a recordable bear. I ended up taking a best offer on this of $30. I paid $1.99 for it, and it had sold before for over $50, but the person didn't actually pay for it. I went ahead and reduced the price down to $39, which just to me seemed a little more reasonable. At the time that I had originally listed it, they were going for over 50 bucks, but it looks like the market has kind of changed and they've gone down in price. So $30 best offer. And another one of these little Funkos sold. I had bought these Nature Boy Funkos from Goodwill for $2.99. They are new, but some of the boxes have a little bit of damage, so I have them priced as used. I didn't change the price on these. I had them $12.95 to begin with, but I had shipping on them. So when I changed it to used because of the box conditions, all I did was go ahead and just put free shipping. I didn't really change the price. And some more of these tights sold. I've been selling these tights for what, like 2 years now? Like, I'm getting down to where I just don't have that many left. Considering the fact that I started out with over 30 and I think I'm down to, oh, I don't know, less than 10. I paid 99 cents for them. I actually paid 79 cents for them because I cut a deal with the manager at the Goodwill because they had a whole end cap of them. And I was like, hey, if I buy all of these and clear off this space for you, can can we come up with a price? And so they ended up doing, it basically came out to 79 cents a pair. This little guy I had sent off to Amazon, and somehow he got stranded, and then they lost him, and then they found him, and they sent him back to me. So I went ahead and listed him on eBay, and I think he was on sale. Yep, $13.45, free shipping. He only cost me 50 cents. He was in a bag of plush, so not a bad turnaround and easy to ship. And he also got me another positive feedback. The person was very happy with him. This was my daughter's. She had this when she was very little. Now she's 9, and it's a Cool Crew. Cool Crew has all of these little like cleaning tools and other tools that you can use. They make noise, and I've had this forever. It was out in my shed, and I ended up deciding to list it because I know they're kind of hard to come by and people really like them. And this one actually went to Canada. They paid $36 in shipping. The shipping ended up costing me $29 because of my discount. So I made a little bit of money off of the shipping. It sold while it was on sale, so it went for $13.45. Didn't cost me anything because I've had it for a long time. So my profit on that one little machine was $15.72. Pretty stoked about that. Because it could have just been something that I donated. You know what I mean? It was just like an old toy. Oh, wrong one. I cleaned out our hall closet, and because we had a lot of games in there, and so I cleaned out all the games that we don't really play, and I went ahead and parted out this Five Little Monkeys game. This game has a story behind it. When I was at the Goodwill and my daughter wanted this game, she was little. She was about, what was she, 4? I think she was about 4 years old. And I had this hard rule at the time, and I still do, but she doesn't whine anymore. But I had this hard rule at the time that, you know, whatever it is you're whining about, you definitely aren't getting. And I very, like, stuck with that. So we were at the store. I was totally going to buy the game. And then she started getting upset because she wanted to look at it and do all these other things. And she started whining and kind of just acting out about it. And I said, you know what? You know the rules. You're not getting the game. Give it back to me. We're putting it back. And she knew the rules, so she did give it back to me. We did put it back. And we checked out. But then after we got outside, she threw a fit. It was one of 2 fits in her lifetime that she threw, and it was terrible. She was screaming at the top of her lungs, I wanted that game! I wanted that game! And I was like, you definitely are not getting that game. And we basically just had a standoff out there. She was yelling so loud that they could hear her inside of the store. The people that were standing behind us came outside and gave her the game. They had bought it for her. I was so pissed. They came over, they gave her the game, they gave her a hug, looked at me like I was the worst mom in the world, and left. And I told her, I said, you know you don't deserve that game, right? And she said, mm-hmm. And I was like, you know that you're not going to play that game, right? Mm-hmm. And then I said, you know, when we get home, I'm going to tell your dad the way that you acted. And she goes, no, don't tell him. Not like he's going to do anything, but you know how it is with dads, you know, like, anyway, so she didn't end up getting to play this particular game for a very long time. But anyway, yeah, she ended up playing it eventually after a couple months. But this game, my baby, one of 2 times that she threw a fit. But I'm very, like, if I say something, I think that's why she's so well behaved now. And she's always been very well behaved. I could take her anywhere because I mean what I say. So, I don't know. But anyway, this little spinner mover thing sold for $4.95. You can see I have the other little monkeys down here as well. But yeah, 5 little monkeys. All right, that's all that's sold on eBay. Over on Amazon, I sold a lot of these chapsticks that I had bought last year at Big Lots. They were 30 cents a piece. And then I've been selling through these Febreze wax melts that I had bought at the beginning of the year. I ended up buying almost 100 of these Febreze wax melts. They had them for $1 on clearance for the previous seasons. So they had apple, like apple pie and cranberry, and they also had pumpkin spice, like they call it pumpkin bliss. It's basically a pumpkin spice. And they were $1, and then they also already had inside the store 50-cent off of Febreze coupons. So I ended up getting them for 50 cents. And those have been selling. I wish I wouldn't have sent them in when I did. I made the mistake of sending them all in. But they haven't really started selling until this month. September rolled around and it was like all of the Febrezes. I have sold through so many Febrezes this month in those scents that I know now. Like this year when I buy them, or in January, whenever they put them on clearance, when I buy them, I'm gonna hold them. I'm not gonna send them in until like August, because yeah, they just sat there all year doing nothing. I think I sold like less than 5. And then all of a sudden September rolled around and it's just been another thing that I sold was my Cocomotion. I paid $7.99 for the Cocomotion machine. It's basically a cocoa maker. People love them. I always buy them when I see them. I swear I find them all the time. You can see on eBay, they're going for like $29, $35. These are used. But on Amazon, they do so much better. So on Amazon, I ended up selling mine for $89. It went for $89 plus shipping. And with Amazon, the shipping's never enough to cover. The shipping actually ended up costing me $16. And they only gave me a 6 in shipping credit. So, but anyway, I sold it for $89 when I couldn't have sold it for $40 over on eBay. So, woohoo! So that's it. That's all of the sales that I had for the second week of September. I will be doing another sales update here really soon because I'm a little bit behind, and I think I still need to do August. I don't even think I did an August sales update. But that's it. But sales are doing great. I have got my office reorganized. I was having a little bit of a hard time getting the new backdrop photo taking area set up, so I haven't done any listing this week at all. I know, terrible, right? So I've got to get that set up. This weekend I'm going to be doing inventory because it seems like every week now I have an item that I can't find and I'm hunting for it. And I do eventually find it, but it's a total pain because I know it's here. And so I'm going to be doing inventory this weekend, assigning everything its box and all of that stuff. Yeah. So I got to get to listing because I actually have a haul video for you guys. I went to Savers on Wednesday and picked up some really great stuff. It's kind of like not normal, run-of-the-mill type items. So I'm kind of excited about it. So I'll have a haul video for you as well coming up here shortly. But anyway, thanks for watching, you guys. I hope your sales are awesome. Bye.